Well, let me cut across now to Kerala. We're looking at a ship, yet another one that's erupted in flames, and a big threat now to marine life there, as there are concerns of an oil spill. Yet again, in barely a few weeks, this is the second ship along the Kerala coast. India's Coast Guard is firefighting a massive blaze aboard a container ship that's threatening to sink about 15 nautical miles off the Kerala coast, as search now continues for 2 crew members who are still missing. Out of the 22, 18 have been rescued. We hear 2 of them are missing. 2 to 3 of them, that confirmation yet to come in. Flames and towering plumes of diesel smoke that continue to rise from that Singaporean-flagged MV Wan Hai 503 that's said to be tilting 10 to 15 degrees in water. In the latest, official sources say that 40% of the fire has been controlled, but it still poses immense danger. Efforts are currently on to tow the vessel as deep as possible to the outer sea to avoid any impact on the coast. Explosions were heard this morning as well, more than 24 hours after the Indian Coast Guard responded to distress calls and firefighting efforts panned out. We hear even this morning there were explosions, which means that there was combustible material on board that ship. Wonder what there is. That clarity has not yet come in, but there's huge concerns of dangers to marine life there. The Chinese embassy in India has confirmed that 14 Chinese crew members, including 6 from island of Taiwan, were on board the container ship that exploded near Kerala. In fact, the biggest concern right now, as the firefighting continues, is that the blaze could impact the structural integrity of the vessel, which may cause it to break up and sink completely into the sea. In such a situation, there could be an oil spillage, as the vessel we hear contains nearly 2,000 tons of fuel oil. The extent of its impact on marine environment remains to be seen, as the situation is currently evolving, as blaze itself hasn't yet been contained. This incident is particularly challenging for fishermen in the region, as they've endured a loss of valuable fishing days for the past few days, one due to extreme weather conditions, and 2, and the biggest issue, is the first ship that sank, the Liberian-flagged MSC ELSA 3, that also capsized along the Kochi coast, that also spilled oil. And we wonder what else was there on that ship, because the areas there, the coastal areas, people very concerned that they have plastic remnants washing up on the coastal line there, entering their homes. And apart from that, what other hazardous material was there on that ship, they still are unaware. So this is the second round, another incident that's happened right along Kerala's coast that's really doomed the coastal community in that region at this point. They're really urgently and desperately hoping for the government to step in and help in every way possible.